What's up, graphic designers? Photoshop is all around us, and we're gonna find a little bit of inspiration today on the city streets of Richmond Hill, way out in Queens. And I'm on the corner of Jamaica Avenue and 107th Street. And what we're gonna do is take some inspiration from this visual right here, and what I think are individuals from Con Edison installing maybe new electrical lines. We're gonna be designing a billboard, raising awareness of worker safety. We want these drivers cruising on the streets to exercise mindfulness, drive with caution, because we want to keep our city workers and employees safe. I'm really excited to see what you guys produce today. Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck. What's up, graphic designers? Today and tomorrow we're going to be working on this public awareness campaign where we're creating a billboard for work zone awareness. And I can't help but notice that the deadline is Friday. It's tomorrow at midnight. So we've got 2 days to work on this. The prize is going to be $1,000, $750, and $500. But that's not our motivation. What we want to do is we want to respond to the theme of public safety and work zone protection, because that's what's really important. Yes. Among the other evaluation criteria is the design quality, right? So I noticed it's got to be eye-catching, bold. It's got to be creative. The visual messaging has got to be clear, concise, and accessible to all audiences. And then what do you need to know? You got to have some graphic design practices and adheres to the technical specifications, which are file dimensions that are 7 by 24 inches. So you guys don't really have to worry about that a whole lot, because I already created the blank for you. And it's also got to be 300 pixels per square inch. And you know what we can do? I'll show you actually how to get that right now. So if we hop into Google Classroom, you're going to see this worker safety poster. And when we click on this blank right here, you'll see that this is the dimensions that your work has got to be. This is going to be the canvas that we're working on today. So we're going to left click the 3 vertical dots. We're going to open it into a new window. And then we're going to click the little download icon. And so we're going to get that high quality image, right? And I'm going to share with you guys a quick draft of what I've been working on. And, I don't love it. I've been brainstorming tonight, and I was able to come up with something along the lines of drive home safely so we can drive home to ours. And here we've got like the this little individual representing the Con Ed or the Department of Transportation worker popping out the sign and going home to his or her family. Here we've got, Junior down here. Maybe I could do like a little dialogue bubble that says, Daddy, Mommy, something along those lines. I don't really know. Or maybe we'll just keep it as is because it's got to be simple. And how exactly did I create this? Well, good question. The first thing I did was I made a copy of the sign. And then beneath the sign, I added a gradient, solid to transparent, white to transparent, so that it looks like this, sign individual is bursting out from the diamond itself. And how exactly did I do that? I'll show you right now. So the first thing that we're going to do, anytime we have anything, is I'm going to press Command-J. And so now I've got a couple copies. I'm going to use the object selection. And when I look at the top, I notice that sometimes the default is on rectangle, but I'm going to make it lasso. And here's why. I know that if I just click on the sign, it's going to get the entire sign. And if we press Command-C, Command-V, we're going to have something that looks a little bit like this, but that's not actually what we want. We just want the individual. So I'm going to click on the object selection again, and I notice again that the mode is on lasso. And so I'm just going to left click and sketch around this silhouette, this character. And when we release, you'll notice that it's got a selection just on the sort of black silhouette, right? I'm going to press Command-Shift-N, enter. And then what we could do is we can make it look literally any color. I'll make it a dark blue just so you can see the way this works. I'm going to right click the gradient. I'm going to select the paint bucket, left click once, Command D, and there we go. So now we have this guy right here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to click File, New. I'm going to go to Print, and letters, okay. I'm going to click Create, and I'm actually just going to grab this guy right here. I'm going to drag it over to the New tab, and we can do a couple things. And there's a few different ways we can go about doing this, but before I ever do anything ever, I'm going to press Command-J, hide that background layer, and we're going to want to get rid of this shovel. So I'm going to use the rectangular marquee, quick selection, delete, rectangular marquee, quick selection, delete, and then we'll sort of even out his hand. So it's got looks a little something like this. And if we zoom in, maybe we're gonna wanna create a little gap right here. Okay, this is not amazing. There's a few different ways we could do this, but what I'm gonna do now is click on edit, and then we're gonna do puppet warp. Great. And so what we can do is situate these pins wherever it makes sense, so we can then manipulate his body in a way that looks good for us. So what we can do is we can create these little joints, right? And so now we can go maybe a little something like this. If we click one on his head, we can shift this anywhere. Maybe we'll have it right here. And so now all of a sudden, kind of looks like maybe he's running, he's picking up his speed. All right. And I'm gonna press check to confirm him. I might press Command J again. And then we can manipulate this once more by going to edit, puppet warp, and then we can manipulate it again. Now, I like this. This is certainly fun, and there's lots of real world application to this. However, what I think I would do if I had a lot of extra time is I would simply sort of like recreate this figure. And to do that, I might simply create a new layer, rectangular marquee, and I'm going to hold shift so I can get the circle so it's just about the right size. Paint bucket. And then what I might do is just use the polygonal lasso, and I can sort of eyeball his sternum, so it's going to look a little bit like this. And then we can do the add to selection. And I don't love this, but this is a good start. And then if we wanted to simply just draw it in, we could do it like this way. Whatever. So there's a few different ways we can manipulate this guy right here. I'm curious, how can you guys achieve the goal of creating a billboard for worker safety where you hit on all the themes, evaluation criteria, and technical specifications? Let me know if you have any questions. Good luck.